Welcome to Stache Sports, episode 31. Today, if you live up north like I do in Pennsylvania, or where the winter storm is going, you're going to get a lot of snow or a lot of freezing rains, or a lot of effects from that. If you're affected by the storm that's coming up, please stay safe and be smart during the storm. If you lose power, please stay warm during the storm. Hopefully we don't lose power here, but it is snowing a lot. It is quite a storm, but if you are affected by the storm, and my viewers who watch this, because my viewers could be from anywhere, but for all my viewers and anybody who's affected by the storm or anybody, just stay safe today and enjoy the games. If you watch football, or just enjoy the day. It's a nice snowy day for those that are affected by the snow. Go out and enjoy it and play it if you want to. Just stay safe during the storm and stay warm if you lose power. But let's hope that doesn't happen. But it's going to be a big storm. But there's a big storm coming. And still happening today. It's still snowing outside here, and we got a lot of snow. I'm gonna probably have to shovel later, but we'll see. But anyway, if you're affected by the storm, please stay warm and stay safe. If you're my viewers that are affected, and thank you for watching my videos and giving me comments on my videos, and liking all my videos. We are on episode 31, buddy. That's hard to believe. But today we're talking about last night's UFC card. Last night's UFC card was quite a way to start off the show. Start off their run with Paramount Plus. Now you don't have to pay extra like you used to back in the good old day. I can start watching UFC again. I used to watch it back in the good old day when I was in college and find it on some pirate site and watch it, but now I can watch it on Paramount Plus, which is good. But last night, the first fight between Brazilian guy and American guy, and the Brazilian guy won by unanimous decision. The Brazilian guy won by unanimous decision. The Brazilian guy won, but took all 3 rounds. You gotta love that. First fight won all 3 rounds, and was by unanimous decision. The Brazilian guy won. But it's a great fight to start off a show. If you're first watching UFC or you're going back into it, that's a great fight. Both of the men looked really hard and fought really tough and competed really hard against each other. If you're starting watching it for the first time because you had Paramount Plus or you're watching it, that was a great way to start off the main card of the event last night. And then we had a Brazilian lady and another lady fighting, and that was a great fight too. That went all over rounds. Both ladies fought really hard and had great punches and great kicks and great stuff during both of those fights. 2 great fights to start off a night, but the Brazilian lady won again. Great night for Brazil. You won the first 2 fights by unanimous decision. What great calls by the refs. The first 2 fighters deserved to win, and they were robbed by the refs. Gotta love that when the refs get it right in the UFC. But that was a great way to start off this run with Paramount Plus. And then you had the third event between Waldo and the other guy. But Waldo knocked him out. The first knockout of the 2026 Paramount Plus came on that fight, the first fight. If you like knockouts, you had to wait until the first fight. And one reason I think led to the knockout was when the other guy slipped, Waldo took advantage of that, which is all in his right to do. But I think that helped Waldo win and knock him out even more. Who knows if he didn't slip, if he would have got knocked out, but that was quite a fight still between 2 big men. Luckily, one round in part 2 before Waldo knocked him out and won by knockout. But that's the only one that's a knockout. The next one we had Sean O'Malley versus Yadong. I do remember watching, when I get to watch UFC, watching Sean O'Malley fight. Sean O'Malley probably one of my favorite fighters right now because Conor McGregor, I don't think he fights that much anymore. But Sean O'Malley looked really good last night. So did Yadong. Yadong really impressed me. I don't remember watching Yadong fight before in UFC, but he looked really good. He's an up-and-comer. Tough loss for him, but he still has a bright future in the UFC. Yadong looks really good, but O'Malley looked a lot better. I do like O'Malley's hair, how he's pink and green with his dreads, and one side's pink and the other side's green. That's quite impressive. I like his style. I like his song he came out to. What a great fight. What a great way to have a co-main event. Go all the rounds for all the marble. It had both guys fight really hard. That was a great event all around. Now it's main event time between Justin and Patty the Batty. The highlight reel versus Patty the Batty. This could be one of the fights of the year. And yes, I know calling it fight a year is too ahead of time since it's just the first premium live event or pay-per-view event on Paramount Plus. But that was quite the fight. Even though Paddy the Baddy's face looked really batty, and he got beat up red, and his eyes are probably going to be swollen shut for the next couple of days, he gave up. He made a quite a fight, going all 5 rounds. I did not go into that fight. If I would have been in Vegas betting on 365 or something, I probably would have betted Sean O'Malley to knock him out maybe in the 3rd or 4th round. I did not expect that fight to go all 5 rounds, but you gotta love it when it's a main event on Paramount Plus and the first time to go all 5 events. I mean, if you're watching that for the first time, or like me, coming back into watching UFC, but like used to watching college, like I said, it was a great way to end the night. Great fight. One of the better fights that I've seen in quite a while. One of the better fights that I've seen in quite a while. But what a great way to end the night. Justin, the highlight reel, is now the champion. Congratulations to him. But what a great way to start off the night in Paramount Plus era. In the Paramount Plus era with Dana White and company and TKO. That was a great way to start it off. But we'll see what happens from here on out. Gotta love now to have Paramount Plus so you don't have to pay extra to watch these events like you used to. But what a great event to start off a night. What a great way to introduce people to UFC if they've never seen it before. If you haven't seen it on Paramount Plus, you gotta watch it, even though I just spoiled it all for you, probably. But anyway, tonight in NHL, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins taking on Vancouver Canucks at 6 p.m. in Vancouver. So the fans will not be affected by this winter storm in Pittsburgh. But they're playing Vancouver. The Penguins have been looking really great of late on the road, and have been looking really great of late on the season, and have turned around the season. At the beginning of the season, a lot of these experts on the Nightly Sports Call were calling for the Penguins to suck this year so they can get Gavin McKinnon. But now we are looking like a team that can make a playoff run. Let's hope they can continue their winning ways, even though we're going to have a break for the Olympics, which I don't even know we can have a break for the Olympics. And the Penguins are playing real hot right now. But we will see. We will see what happens. Tonight, I hope Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin get a goal. Evgeny Malkin is looking a lot better, and I think the Penguins need to re-sign Evgeny Malkin to an extra year contract so hopefully he can get more years on his deal. But we will see what happens. I think Stuart Skinner, who's looking really good from a trade, is coming playing that tonight. Maybe the Columbus Blue Jacket Russian guy we got can have another goal. That's looking like a real good trade by Kyle Dubas. Kyle Dubas has been hitting on a lot of these trades recently. Kyle Dubas is making the Penguins a lot better, in my opinion. A lot better than the last GM we had from Philadelphia. Kyle Dubas took some time to get used to it. Had some trades near the beginning of the year that might not have been as good. But as of late, Kyle Dubas is hitting the trades and hitting the free agents really good. Good job, Kyle Dubas and GM of the Penguins. And Dan Muse is coaching the Penguins quite well right now. Let's hope the Penguins can win. Let's hope Crosby can get a goal. Let's hope that Russian kid can get a goal. And let's hope Mo can get a goal. And they can get, or Brian Rusty, you got to get a goal tonight. Or Letang can get a goal. We'll see. Hopefully the Penguins can win. But I'll be keeping my eyes on that on my phone because I'll be mostly watching the football games tonight if I have power. I don't lose power from this winter storm. Next are my other NHL picks. I got Vegas. I got the Chicago Blackhawks of Florida. And yes, I know the Florida Panthers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, but I think Chicago's hot right now. I got Colorado Avalanche winning because I think they're really hot too. I got Seattle winning, and I got the Flames winning, and I got Vegas winning. Vegas is looking pretty good, and so are the Flames. But they're not playing each other. They're playing other teams. I don't remember who they're playing, but that's who I picked to win. We'll see if my picks are right. And yes, I know sometimes my picks are wrong, and I never know, and I don't pick right. But I think Vegas is going to win their hockey game. I think Chicago's going to win theirs. I think Colorado and Seattle and Florida and the Penguins are going to win their hockey game, of course. I think the Penguins are going to win. My NBA picks tonight are Detroit over the Kings, Denver over Minnesota because Minnesota's top player is out right now. Minnesota over Golden State, Mavs over Bucks because I think it's going to be more fuel fire for Giannis to get out of Milwaukee because he wants out of Milwaukee. I think OKC over Detroit, even though Detroit is one of the better teams in the East, OKC is one of the better teams. I think OKC beats Detroit. And I think the Spurs and beat the Yamba beat the Pelicans, but we'll see what happens to that. Now it's the most important part, the part you guys all have been waiting for. My NFL picks. Today we have the Denver Broncos between the Patriots and Mile High in Denver. But last week, as we know, in that late loss in that late win in the playoff win in overtime, star quarterback Bo Nix broke his ankle and will not be playing. So they'll be going a backup quarterback, Jarrett Stidham. And yes, people might remember Jarrett Stidham's name from way back when. Jarrett Stidham used to play and be the backup quarterback for the Patriots. He was okay as a quarterback, but as a backup quarterback. Let's see what happens today with that. All these experts are picking the Patriots to win. Of course they will be because it's Jarrett Stidham, and he knows how good he's going to be. I think he's going to show the doubters wrong and be at least decent enough and not look like a total flop under Sean Payton's Denver Broncos offense. But I think if the Broncos want a chance to win today, I think R.J. Harvey from my university alma mater, and I saw him play in college, I think R.J. Harvey needs to have a big game for the Broncos today for the Broncos to win. But I sadly do think, even though I don't want the Patriots to win because they can beat the Steelers to 7 Super Bowl wins, I do think the Patriots win this one, but I think it's going to be a closer game than people are expecting. I think Jarrett Stidham shows up. I think the Broncos defense shows up today too. The Broncos defense has been really decent this year, and I think they show up with Vance Joseph as coordinator. But we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be a close game, but sadly I think the Patriots are going to win. If I had to bet on it. Next, we have a coin flip between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Matthew Stafford versus Sam Darnold. Gotta love the turnaround Sam Darnold has had for the Denver Broncos, or for the Seattle Seahawks. A couple years ago, he looked like he might not be one of the better quarterbacks to be stuck in the mud. But when he went to Minnesota, he turned his career around, and now he is one game away from winning the Super Bowl, or from making it to the Super Bowl. But we'll see. I think the Seahawks win a close game, but I think Puka Nacua has a big game for the Rams. I think he has over 2 touchdowns and 100 yards, maybe 3 touchdowns. I think the Rams have a strong run game this week too, and their running back has a touchdown. For Seattle, it's going to be rough because their backup running back, Zach Charbonnet, tore his Achilles last week or something, or his ACL, and won't be able to play. Kenneth Walker is going to have to carry most of the load now, unless they have another backup plan. But I haven't been watching Seattle football that much to know, but losing Zach Charbonnet is going to be a huge blow to that duo run game between Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet. But Kenneth Walker is going to have to carry the load today for Seattle to win, and he's going to have over 100 yards and 1 touchdown or 2 touchdowns. But I think the big key is going to be Jackson Smith-Njigba. I think Jackson Smith-Njigba is going to have one of his better playoff games of the day today, and it's going to have over 3 touchdowns. Book it. Jackson Smith-Njigba is going to have a big game today for the Seattle Seahawks. But I think it's going to be a good game. That game could even go to overtime, in my opinion. That's going to be a nail-biter. I think that game's going to come down to whoever has the ball last. But we'll see. That's going to be one of the better games. So glad this is a night game. But we'll see. Hopefully we have powers to come watch both of the games. In other news, the old Cardinals coach is becoming the new defense coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. I think that might be a decent hire. Some people, even though he was a good coach, some people might not be good coaches, but he might be a good defense coordinator. We'll see. I still not over to hire Mike McCarthy. I don't know how I like it still, but talk more about that later in a later video. But hopefully he can get a good coordinator since it looks like he's going to be the coach. I don't know. I know we need an offensive-minded, but I want a younger offensive-minded coach. But we will see. We will see what happens to that and what happens. As I said before, I think the Patriots win. I think the Patriots win, and I think the Seahawks win, but I think the Seahawks game is going to be a lot closer. But we'll see. Jarrett Stidham might show up and tell them haters to be quiet and sit down. But we'll see. It's going to be an interesting football day. I wonder if this storm is going to affect any of the games that's coming. But if you're affected by the storm in my viewers, please stay safe and stay warm. Thank you for watching my videos. This is Stache Sports signing off.